Hi all, Kitamari here, playing Forsaker, DingDing&Blade. We have start, reading mode. I'm gonna just hit start. I'm not sure what reading mode is about. So, selecting chapter, Glow Bugs prologue. This is Ian's, and we have these other chapter stories as well. I wanna play as him, but it's not available in the demo. So we're gonna go to prologue, Glow Bugs. There's still character talents available for learning. Still proceed to the adventure chapter. I will go ahead and learn some things first. So Flying Blade Assault, Fight Harder, Tactical Instinct, and Strong Body, Max HP +3, Fire. Full firepower, draw +1 cards per turn. Ooh, that kind of exposes a bit of what the what the gameplay is going to be like. All attack cards deal +1 damage. I kind of like the idea of this one, but I'm going to go with strong body, learn. And feature still in development. Those are Achi talents. We'll find out more about those at another time. So, gonna jump into prologue. Let's see what this game is like. Prologue, Glow Bugs. Darkness. A sea of darkness. Dong, dong, dong. A faint knocking sound echoes from afar. It's like a heartbeat, a drumbeat, or a knock at the door. Knocking at the door of fate. When I think about it now, I guess that day was some sort of fateful day. But those living through it didn't know. They could only sit there and take whatever bad luck came their way. Or... dong, dong, dong. The knocking fades away like a receding tide, replaced by a human voice calling out. Ian. 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 Oh. Ian, the red-haired boy, snaps his eyes up. I think this guy's voice is probably a little bit different from what I was doing. Right in front of him is his friend Dai's face. I probably will butcher these names. I'm sorry about that. Whoa. Startled by the large face, Ian jerks back, taking a sharp breath. Day furrowed his brows, pursed his lips, straightened up, lifted his chin, and flicked his blue hair coated with wax. What's with that look? Girls would kill to wake up to a face as handsome as mine. Ian rolls his eyes and stands up. Yeah, they'd kill to be scared to death by you, huh? Day makes a tisk sound. I'm the one who's freaked out. I've been calling your name forever, and you didn't even blink. His words snap Ian back to that hazy dream. He can't recall the details, but a heavy feeling lingers in his heart, refusing to fade. Noticing Ian's silence, he tilts his head, studying Ian's face. You look like hell. Nightmare or something? Ian shakes his head. Can't remember. It's just this heavy feeling in my heart, like something big is coming. Why bother? In this crazy world, who knows if we'll even make it to tomorrow? Nothing shocks me anymore. The words are blunt, but they ring true. Ian decides to let it go and changes the subject. Well, what did Vito want with you so early? Come on, he's my boss, man. Yeah, you can call him whatever when it's just us, but when others are around, call him Lord Vito, okay? Just do me a solid, bro. Well, never mind that for now. He leans in, glances around, and whispers mysteriously. Bro, we're about to hit it big. What? Check this out. Only then does Ian see the medium-sized bag he carries. What on earth is in that bag? He takes the bag off, unties the ropes, and opens it wide to reveal a strangely coated, severed hand. The thumb and fingers curl together, but the index finger sticks out, pointing straight at Ian's face. Ian frowns and looks away. That finger's posture gives him the creeps, looking super uneasy and almost making him gag. What's this? A Forsaker's hand? Surprised, huh? Neither have I seen something this rare. The boss grabbed it from those little lords. Heard a lot of people died trying to get it. Ian's jaw drops, and any sense of disgust fades. He looks down at the hand again. Forsakers are man-eating monsters. He's heard the stories, but he's never seen anything related to them before. The boss called me over this morning to deliver this to Eastertown. There's an underground core smith there. It may look like a gross chunk of meat now, but once the core smith squeezes out the last bit of magic and turns it into a Forsaker core, boom, big money. When it sells, the boss will cut me in. Just thinking about it makes me, I'll finally clear my tab with you. Might even toss in some extra. Call it interest. Ian frowns. I'm frowning too. What are they doing? Dealing in arms? In arms? Since when do you get such sweet deals? Doesn't your boss usually send Wild Dog and his guys for stuff like this? I just told you, remember? Some died during the grab. It was Wild Dog and his guys. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? A guy... I don't know. I know I'm like not pacing out the dialogue well enough. A guy as talented as me, I'm meant for bigger things. Just you wait and see. He ties up the bag and continues. Why the long face? What do you take me for? I'm just the boss's errand boy, doing the grunt work and scraping by. Never messed with anything dirty. You have a bloody arm, sir. You have a bloody hand arm. I'm not wild dogging his lot. Not one of them has clean hands. And hey, I didn't steal this job. No guilt here. Ian sighs. Why are you so worked up? I'm not feeling sorry for them. I'm just worried this good gig might get you killed. Everyone's jealous of who lands this gig. Who knows who actually killed Wild Dog? All right, I'll go to Eastertown with you. This place is a mess. I can't let you go alone. Dai throws an arm around Ian's shoulder. I knew it. You'd never let me face this alone. Look at his eyes. Ian dodges his arm. I'm just worried I'll never get my money back if you kick the bucket. He grins and nudges closer. Come on, don't worry about it. We're brothers, ain't we? Gotta look out for each other. Come on, move it. No time to waste. Early start, early cash, early home. He tosses the bag over his shoulder again, dragging Ian along with an arm around him. Which arm? Which arm does he have around him? Their voices blend with laughter and sighs as they bicker and banter, fading until they disappear at the village trail's end. Hey, we're going into battle! Once an adventure wraps up, all the cards and resources you've obtained will reset to their initial state. Click on the event node. I know I'm reading all these at random locations. You know what? I don't need a tutorial. I'm gonna regret this terribly. Let's go into battle. Gosh, that mushroom has a tongue sticking out of its head. When a character has enough AP to cover a card's cost, you can use the card by double-clicking or dragging it onto the monster. That's our AP. AP required. Active skills available to us. Double-click. Alright, I would like to deal 7 damage. Hey, 7! It's 7 again. I'm going to block. Shouldn't I, like, put this here? I feel like I'm giving the enemy armor. Okay. Oh, hey, lots of attack cards this turn. This shows the monster's actions during its turn. Indicates the monster will attack. They'll also heal and defend. Keep an eye on the monster's actions and play your cards wisely for maximum efficiency. I do enjoy maximum efficiency. I'm gonna go with this. And I'm gonna boom. Goodness. So, I'm gonna boom. Yay, we did it. He has 50 of 63 HP remaining. I wonder how healing is gonna work out for us. We also picked up some money. This reminds me of the record of a Gower store screen. Alright. Select one card from the rewards below. Oh hey, plus HP. I am going for the plus HP. Thank you. Companion. After triggering the Invite Companion event, you can invite a companion to join your team. Companions provide various assistance during battles. I like the sound of that. This is innovative, definitely. I could already say that this is pretty innovative to have this sort of thing. He has joined us. He is our companion. Hopefully he doesn't collect more arms along the way. We're going to go to an elite. Oh wow, they're elite. You can tell because there are 3 of them. I'm going to do this, and I might actually do some blockage because, you know, I feel like the my HP could be whittled down pretty easily, pretty fast. So remove 1 hand card plus 3 armor. If removed, plus 5 HP. I find the whole if removed plus 5 HP, like, what is that? Here we go. Okay, I see. I think I understand. So we're gonna continue to, we're gonna armor break, and we're going to, well, we'll still do some more blockage there. 53 down to 42. They hit really hard. I just started and I feel like they hit very hard. I am slightly overwhelmed. Gonna continue though. 1 armor break. And continue bringing up my shield right there. Oh, look at that. They're gonna have the 1 HP special after this. I am scared. You, and we're done. We're not done. Oh, okay. We're not done. We are done now. Yay! Victory! Victory is had. Are we level 2 yet? That would be nice. We have to click directly on this button here. +1 AP. Oh, that sounds good. I definitely like zero cost cards. I would say that they're always worth it. So, Companion's Bio Level. Upgrading the Companion's Bio Level unlocks their bio stories, which can be viewed in the archive, not available in the demo version. So this is pretty neat. We could see various cutscenes with the characters. We have a chest. We have a shop. So this is our Silver Shield. Basic currency used for all transactions except companion upgrades. Holy Shield, premium currency that can be used for companion upgrades. I'm not sure all the details of how that's going to work. I like to do random events, but at the same time the shop seems good. Honestly, all of these seem like worthwhile things to consider, but I'm very concerned about my HP. It's actually shocking that this early in this game my HP is so low. I would say that the vast majority of roguelike deck builders, which I don't think this is a roguelike deck builder, but it's close enough in how it in how the gameplay is going, they usually have a very simple start where you're not looking at 1/3 of your HP remaining at this early juncture. So let's go ahead. Ciao, I'm Fizz, the green light knight of the Radiant Knights. Well, I'm not the boss, just helping with deliveries. Grab whatever you fancy. I'm going to get this card for sure. Oh wait, this will... Oh, so I already have this card, and if I buy it, I'll upgrade it. That's what it sounds like. I'll do that then. Did I just do it? I don't even know if I just did it. Gonna do that. Okay. Actually, I just bought it. I think when I tap on it, I can see what would happen if I were to upgrade it. And you have to click on the button underneath, and then you'll buy it. Gosh, you know, I really want to keep going in some defensive sort of way, so I'm gonna get the 2 healing style cards, and then I'm gonna face the horrifying mushroom creatures. Look at them. They are horrifying. Now, okay. Remove 1 hand card, +3 armor. If removed, +5 HP. We'll go with this. Alright, we're doing that. All good. 1 armor break. So, gonna do this, this, and this. There, I feel so much safer now. +2 block, +2 block. We had, this was a fully, purely defensive turn. Kind of interesting to be able to have those, actually. We'll go with this, and since that was such a defensive turn, we'll go with offensive a little. And here we go. And continue building this meager shield right there. All right, our next turn, we're going to... Oh, gosh. This is crazy. This game is intense. I might face a game over very soon. It's kind of funny. Select 1 card from the rewards below and add it to your character deck. +12 block. If got hit, apply 1 weak to the enemy. Restore 2 HP when a card is removed. When a card is removed. I kind of like the idea of Counter-Strike. I feel like this is a huge amount of block. I could see it being really worth it. Let's go to recovery. Ciao! Here comes Fizz. You don't look so good. Come take a break. Restore 33% HP. Ciao! I'm Fizz, the green light knight of the Radiant Knights. Helping adventurers is also part of our job. If you're running low on energy, come find me. I'll help you regain your strength. Yay! They're so stingy, though. Look how... Why can't we have full HP? Now I have to face this terrifying, mortifying creature. Rawr, I'm gonna go at... Oh, oh gosh, that is terrifying. Why does it have panties? Why does this strange fish demon have panties? Why is it holding its eye open? Why is it carrying this? It needs to see in the dark. Even if you're a fish demon that looks as terrifying and horrifying as this creature, you might still have difficulty seeing in the dark, only have 1 eye and all that stuff. He's too amazing for me. Boost your combat abilities by upgrading your companion set. Let's retry. Okay. Okay. Think, Kitamari, think. We're going to upgrade. Okay, so now he can do all kinds of cool stuff for us. That's good to know. And as far as skills, I guess... I don't know. Honestly, I have never played such an unbelievably challenging deck builder. Okay, let's see. Gain 2 barrier and remove. There you go. Yeah! Way to go. Gonna deal all kinds of damage to you. Restore 5%. Yeah. Deal. Yeah, we're playing offensively now. I think I had permanently removed a bunch of cards because of the way that it works for this sort of thing. I assume that, yeah, it removes cards permanently from my deck, and that's how I ended up in such a bad situation. There we go. Here we go. We are playing so offensively. Oh my goodness. Yeah, take that. Ow. Take that. And this. Oh, we did it. Okay. Playing offensively. The best way. That is usually how it works in games, actually. +1 extra stack when you gain armor. This uses up 3. That's pretty absurd. Deal 8 damage, apply 1 weak and 1 armor break. I'm gonna go with that one. Look at that. It tells us our clear time and the battles and the silver shields and all that good stuff. Chapter completion. All right, now we're going on to chapter 1, Fate, with Ian. I'm going to do some upgrades then. Deal 5 damage, apply 1 weak to the enemy. Upgrade 1 card in hand. I'm going to go Tactical Instinct. That sounds really good. Chapter 1, Fate. So yeah, I actually don't think this game is that difficult. It's just that the way you play it and the cards you use really does matter very early on. Very, very early. After a grueling fight, the two finally fend off the monsters and duck behind a massive boulder, gasping for breath as they lean against each other. Damn, I'm beat. These monsters just won't quit, coming at us in waves. What, they out enjoying the weather or throwing us a damn parade? It's never ending. Jeez, my hair's a mess now. What does that even mean? Ian catches his breath and grumbles. Who picked this path anyway? You didn't say no, did you? Damn, if we don't make it to the Guardian camp before dark, we'll be toast. Sorry. Before we even get close to Eastertown. Eastertown, I want to go there. I want to have some Cadbury eggs, please. Quit whining. Just ditch that thing in your bag. The monsters are all after it anyway. Ditch it? Are you kidding? It's money and my ticket to survival. If the boss finds out, you'll be weeding my grave next year. Well, how about a deal? Give me 100 silver ingots and I'll dump this cursed thing, then hit the road and make my fortune. You go tell that old village chief when I strike it rich, I'll buy him 100 wigs and dump him on his head. That'll shut him up about blaming me for his baldness. He didn't have much to lose anyway. Pay back what you owe me first, then we'll talk. Seriously? 100 silver shields? Wait, I only owe you... Whoa, I knew it. You've been hiding a stash from me and you were pretending to be broke. Not cool, man. Well, I'm going back to the village. Go handle this yourself. Hey, wait, come on, Ian. You can't just let your main debtor walk into danger. If I bite the dust, who's going to pay you back? Keeping me safe is keeping your money safe. Be a responsible creditor. Gosh, he is something else. Before he can finish, Ian raises a hand to cut him off. Quiet down. It's deafening. Look over there. Is that? He shades his eyes and squints for a moment. On the other side of the woods, a faint, translucent phantom sigil floats above the treetops. Hey, that's the Guardian camp. He grins, then bursts into laughter. Ha ha ha! Told you we'd make it. Well, who was it that said we were doomed just now? Hey, things change. Lighten up. Don't be so hard on your bro. Let's go. We'll be safe once we hit the camp. He looked half dead a second ago, and now he perks up. He grabs Ian and drags him forward. Hey, quit pulling me, will you? All right. Let's go. They keep moving, rushing past the boundary and into the camp. Finally safe, they collapse onto the ground and catch their breath. The Guardian Camp, as its name implies, is a defensive barrier set up by the Divine Corpus Church, the supreme sects of Helland, to protect adventurers from monsters and forsakers at night. Inside the camp, a few other adventurers who arrived earlier are scattered around. They cast a brief, indifferent glance at Ian and Dai, but say nothing, quickly looking away. Phew, that was close. Lucky I tagged along, or you'd be dead, not rich. Didn't expect the residual mana from Forsaker remains to attract so many monsters. Hope that barrier's strong enough. He looks up at the phantom sigil floating above. Dai raises a brow. It'll handle monsters and regular Forsakers, right? Can't say for the stronger ones, though. But who'd even come to this godforsaken place? Not worth their time. Okay, I'm gonna read for a little bit. Level 3 spell. You were such a devout believer after all this time. To fall silent. He's been saving up to... The cage is packed with ragged people, men, women, old and young. Some wrap themselves in dirty robes, while others, disheveled and barefaced, gaze out with dull, lifeless eyes. What's that? Slaves, probably. There's a slave market in Eastertown. Boss said they auction them off monthly. Guess we're catching the show. Ian rarely leaves the village. The farthest he's been is Eastertown. He's seen slaves following their masters in town, but never like this. Jammed in a cage like animals, crammed shoulder to shoulder. Gazing at their state, Ian whispers. No one's born a slave. Were they taken or tricked by slavers? Dai seems stirred by the sight, too, letting out a long sigh. In this cruel world, ordinary folk starve to death one day and get killed the next. Compared to slaves, it's just dying inside a cage or outside. Dead's dead. No one mourns. No one remembers. Not much difference. All right, let's drop it. Time for bed. We'll leave early tomorrow. He waves a hand, lying back and resting his head on his backpack. Ian hesitates, then stays silent, his gaze shifting away from the prisoner cart. He stares ahead, lost in thought. Night falls. He's already asleep, but Ian struggles to drift off. He tosses and turns, trying different positions, but sleep won't come. With a sigh, he sits up slowly. The campfire's out. In this pitch-black night, Ian sees only the vague figures of people lying on the ground and the prisoner carts, shadowy outline, darker than the night itself. Ian stares blankly at those shadowy figures. The breeze caresses his face, carrying the scent of the forest. With the breeze, a stray glowbug drifts in, its yellow glow flickering and weaving through the air, fluttering past Ian's ear and making its way toward the prisoner cart. Dong! Ian's heart skips a beat. Yellow glow. It reminds him of the dream from this morning. Ian's grip tightens involuntarily as he watches the glowbug approach the prisoner cart in the shadows, hovering near the rear and floating up and down, refusing to leave. Though faint, the glow illuminates the cart's rear bars. Slowly, a slender arm emerges from the darkness, reaching out between the bars. In an instant, a gleam slices through the dense darkness. The glowbug dances and weaves its way up, tracing the fingers, wrist, forearm, and upper arm, spiraling like a gentle serpentine embrace. The intricate patterns on the hand, bracelet, and arm flicker and fade, slowly unfolding, drawing Ian's eyes deeper and deeper from his vision straight into his soul. Ian's breath catches. All he hears is the pounding of his heart echoing loudly in his ears. Dong, dong, dong. His heart is in a vice, struggling to burst with each pounding beat that leaves him dizzy. Ian is overwhelmed, but can't tear his eyes away, gazing deeply into his enigmatic, pale revelation shrouded in timeless, eternal darkness. The glowbug halts at the edge of the bars, drifting back down the arm to rest on the finger. The finger gently caresses the glowbug, then the thumb and other fingers slowly curl, leaving the index finger extended. Suddenly it snaps around, pointing straight at Ian. It's the same pose as the severed hand in the back. Ian's chest tightens in horror, his mind exploding, shattering the enchanting visions and the fluttering glowbug into fragments. He screams and jolts upright, nearly crashing into Dai in front of him. Geez, what's going on with you lately? Every time I wake you up, you give me a heart attack. What? Ian's still in a daze, the sunlight piercing through his eyes. The place is empty, with no adventurers in sight and no prisoner card anywhere. Those people last night. Day shrugs. Gone. Couldn't wake you, boss. We'd have left hours ago. Oh well, guess we're playing catch-up now. Perfect. Come on, speed it up. With the sun high, fewer monsters are out. We gotta move fast and make it to town before dark. Yeah. Ian is still a bit dazed. The prisoner cart, the glow bug, the arm. He can't tell what was real or a dream, or what any of it means. All he can do is follow his friend's lead and keep running. All right, we're gonna go to companion. We're gonna invite him. We have to keep inviting him and keep paying him every single new turn. Oh, okay. So with that in mind, I'm gonna go ahead and... All right, and we have... And he's very roguey. He means to be paid over and over again each new chapter. All right, so random event. I'm going to go with the random event here. I saw it first. This ancient tome may contain skill variations, but another adventurer covets it too. He proposes a fair deal. Yet you can simply disregard him. True confidence would have spurred him to act already. I'm going to convert 2 random deck cards into new ones. I hope I don't regret that. And they don't even tell us what was converted. It would be nice if they did, though. Monsters decimated the caravan, scattering bodies. The air reeks of blood and fell. Flea instinct screams, yet a glow from the wagon catches your eye. Gain 175 silver shields and 1 demonic card, which is called a fell binding. I assume that's a good thing, but we'll see. I'm a little concerned about that. Fair merchants. Their presence makes you question your own ruthlessness. These profit-driven merchants lurk in every corner, perhaps the true daredevils. Take a look, you might find what you need. Lose up to 30 silver shields and restore 33% HP. Lose up to 75 silver shields and remove 1 card. Remove 1 card. Remove 1 card. Hey, I can remove the fell binding. It can't be used and it would make us suffer, so I'm going to delete it. That's good luck. I'm very lucky that that happened to show up, unless it's something that would happen to everybody. I'm going to go up here. Eggplants resolve. The eggplant gleams with an enticing purple hue, yet it's a deadly trap. Each bite could seal your fate, plunging you into endless suffering until your last... gasp. Gosh, eggplants are truly dangerous. I'm gonna lose some HP. I'm gonna go to this event, and I'm definitely gonna die, because the way I'm doing this is very dumb. I probably should face some combat along the way. Monsters decimated the caravan, scattering bodies. The air reeks of blood and fell. Flea instinct screams, yet a glow from the wagon catches your eye. Gain 175 silver shields and 1 demonic card. You know what? I don't need silver shields. I'll take this chest, though. The chest is cloaked in a dim, eerie sheen, seemingly soaked in the earth's chill over countless years. Its surface is carved with faint, indecipherable patterns. We're going to get 6 holy shields and 25 silver. That's good. We got some more shields and silver. I know I'm being very silly, and I will probably regret this. All right, I picked up a demonic card, sadly. Oh, here comes Fizz, and we're getting back some HP. Yay! Now on to the story. Not long after leaving the Guardian camp, monsters close in again. The two fight and run, dodging and weaving as they push forward. Despite the constant troubles, Eastertown finally comes into view. Dei is worried and casts a wary glance round, muttering, "If you hadn't slept in, we'd have been here hours ago." Ian sighs, "So we gotta catch up for lost time. If we're late, honey wine's on me." Honey wine? That's fancy. Or better yet, just give me 100 silver shields now. When I hit it big, you'll be rolling in benefits. Think big picture, buddy. Piss off. 90 silver shields then? Come on, don't be such a tightwad at your age. Look, a guy's gotta spend to earn big. I gotta remember to upgrade him when I get out of this story scene. Ian wishes he could stuff his ears with cloth. A man this talkative deserves to be captured by monsters and silenced for good. Gosh, what a duo. What a duo. But no monsters show up, and Dei keeps yapping all the way to Eastertown. After wandering around and asking half the town, they finally find the hidden wine cellar in an alley. As they step inside, they bump into a towering figure. They have to look up to see his face, but the sight leaves them stunned. Yeah, what's on his head? He has a... Is that like an octopus hat? Standing nearly 2 meters tall, this man sports a funny pink hat resembling a pink-capped iron tower in the bar. Okay. With sleepy eyes, he lazily wipes a glass with a cloth while casting... Is that a glass? While casting them a casual glance. Maybe it has like a glass outer lay. Yoo-hoo! What do we have here? Can't just barge into Hermite's place, boys. Hermites? Hermites? Hermites. This is the finest wine cellar in Eastertown, not a place for punks like you, and even if you're here for a drink. Hermite lowers his voice, winking his left eye. You gotta be there at night. Oh, night drinks are different from the day ones? Yoo-hoo! Of course, day drinks are just sharp blades, but night drinks are soaked in the nectar of night blooms. He looks like he's found a kindred spirit. Wow, Hermite, tell me more about the night. We're not here for drinks. Buzzkill. They both think he's a buzzkill. Lazily wipes another glass. Alright, I'm going to read silently for a bit. Oh, so Hermite has now seen the Forsaker's severed hand. They're rare around here. Oh gosh. What's funny is that this arm, I mean, should they have just left it somewhere then? It's kind of, I don't know. It's funny. But yeah, we got in a fight with the bar owner. Let's go ahead and fight more mushrooms now. We're not too tuckered out, I guess. Okay, this powerless one cannot be used. Gonna take this out. And that. And this. End turn. And... powerless has now been removed from the deck, which feels good. It feels good to get rid of a powerless card. Alright. -5 HP at the start of each turn, +1 bloodlust. This is the bloodlust stance. I wish there was a way to easily see what bloodlust does, but I can already guess that it's a good thing. I would assume it's a good it's a quite good thing. When you apply weak, enemy -1 battle fury. Gosh, these are some pretty involved cards. I'm gonna say, you know, I'll go ahead and get the bloodlust stance one, even though I don't know if I really want to use it. We're gonna keep on leveling up stuff here. Look at that. We have him at level 5 again, which is good stuff. We're going to go ahead and do this. Fair merchants. Their presence makes you question your own ruthlessness. We're Remove a card. What one shall we remove? I think we'll remove another basic defense card. And the shop, we have some silver shields, so I'm kind of curious about this, choosing this. Oh, definitely getting that guard card again, so I just picked that up. And suffer 1 armor break. These are some hardcore cards. These are some hardcore cards. What's funny is that I can't tell entirely if they're going to hurt me, and yet, I don't know. Some of them seem like they have debuffs involved in them. 1 extra time, chain strike. The next attack card goes 1 extra time. This sounds really good. I'm gonna go ahead and get that. These are really interesting cards, actually. It's just a matter of like, oh, we're gonna lose 20% HP, but we're going to upgrade 2 random cards, and we don't get to see which ones those are, unfortunately. So I get to restore 33% HP. Yay! And gosh, we're very far in. Elite battle. I'm gonna go for the random event. Upgrade a card in your deck. Yes, do want. I'm gonna upgrade this one. 15 damage. 15 damage is just, it's a lot. That's really good. Core Forge. Yoo-hoo, welcome to Hermite's Core Forge. What? Why is it here? Shh, if you found it, it's fate. But remember, what happens here stays here. That's the rule, yoo-hoo. Gonna go with upgrading. What do I want to upgrade? I feel like I want to upgrade this one. What does it do? Oh, it just brings down the cost. Actually, that's fantastic. Oh, I wish I had the money to do that. Unfortunately, I don't. We're gonna go for a random event again. Upgrade another card in the deck. I'm gonna upgrade this one. Now we have it at 1. That is a good amount. Random event again, and then we're gonna face this boss. We gained 15 holy shields and 1 demonic card. Forcefully, no choice involved there. So I'm gonna face the boss. I have a bad feeling. Oh no, it's okay. So we're going to have bloodlust. Lose 5 HP, gain 1 bloodlust. Gain 1 bloodlust. What is bloodlust though? I don't know. I'm gonna do. Oh yeah, okay. We're gonna do this. There we go. That was good stuff. And we're gonna end turn. Whoa. Alright, so that did 7 damage. I'm confused about the bloodlust. That only did 7 damage. 12 block. And end turn. What is bloodlust? Gain 1 bloodlust. I still don't know what bloodlust is. Plus 1 AP. 15 damage, yay. We're gonna take out powerless. We can take out cards that wouldn't help us at all. I like being able to do that, actually. Let's do this. Yay. Plus 1 battle fury. We have all kinds of cool stuff. Okay, so bloodlust. Attack. Heal 1 HP per damage dealt. Lose 1 stack when triggered. Look at all these things. These are a lot of buffs, debuffs, all kinds of cool stuff. I'm a little confused at how the turns don't automatically end anymore, and they used to be able to. Alright. Add to the block. End turn. We're gonna have bloodlust again, I think. End this. We're gonna remove that card. And end turn. Oh gosh. 1 extra time. All good. That was a really good turn. It's a fantastic turn. 1 armor break. That was 12 damage. That's a good amount too. Another 12 damage. End turn. Oh, we are... 12 block. Fell slash plus. Well, I don't know. We're getting too low on HP, so I don't even think I'd want to use the one with Bloodlust anymore. 1 AP for each debuff the enemy has. They don't have any debuffs. Armor break. Debuffing up. 12 damage. And this. Whoa. Okay. Okay, I'm thinking. Okay, debuff. Armor break. This will apply a debuff. 15 damage. We did it! Oh, that feels good. So this is actually a pretty invigorating combat system. Much more challenging than the average that I've come across. Most that I've come across. You know what, let's say more than average. 90% of roguelike deck builders I've come across. This one is more tense. Higher than average difficulty. Impressive in that way, actually. So... deal 15 damage, only have attack cards in the hand. Ooh, what does that mean? Does that mean that I have to have the good luck of all of the cards being attack cards? I kind of doubt this will happen, as much as I would like that. Deal 25% max HP as damage. Desperate swordplay. Very interesting card ideas, too. A lot of these are things that I've just never seen before. Trigger, basic swordplay and defense twice. I'm going to go with this one. Let's go ahead and view this last part of chapter 1. Ian knocks Hermite to the ground. Hermite lies on the floor, clutching his nose and groaning, his pink cap knocked aside. Yeah, he's in dire straits. Look at him. Day raises an eyebrow. Well, well, looks like the boss hit the deck first. How's that for protection, huh? Good enough for you? Tears well up in Hermite's eyes. Yoo-hoo, I get the rules. 50 silver shields. Now we're talking. See, wasn't so hard, was it? Friendly deals mean happy customers and repeated businesses. Here, take the deposit. Day shakes out the silver shields, counting them, and tosses them onto the counter. Half now, the rest when we check the goods. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Then he crouches down and flashes a grin at Hermite. Boss, sir, I can trust you, yeah? No cutting corners? No extra surprises? A pro like you wouldn't make things hard for me, would you? Hermite shakes his head hard, eyes brimming with tears. Good, then I'll rest easy. I'll definitely try your signature brew when we're back. The night one. Don't worry, I'll pay. He flashes a satisfied smile, shaking Hermite's hand with the severed hand. Gosh, who are we playing as, right? Then stands up and walks out of the wide cellar with Ian. They navigate through the alley and back onto the street. He lets out a long breath and glances at his partner. Humph, that old swindler. Trying to rip me off? He doesn't know whom he's messing with. No way I'd come here without knowing the price. My boss would skin me alive. If I slipped up. Oh, right. You didn't get hurt, did you? He's so strong. Ian shoots him a look. Thanks. Took you long enough to ask. Come on, I'm just worried about you. Fine. Next time it's my turn to worry about you then. Gosh, they're so sassy. They're such a sassy duo. Ian fires back, then pauses, realizing something. You said we'd come back for drinks in 2 weeks. Where are you getting the money for that? His eyes dart around. Well, I've got you here, don't I? All right. Forget that. I'm gonna grab some stuff. It's not every day we come to town. We can turn a profit by taking some goods back to the village. Before Ian can react, Dayi dives into the crowd. Ian wants to ask if he's planning to dip into his boss's money. A faint knock. Dong, dong, dong. Ian stops. Before he can focus, the sound comes again. This isn't an illusion. Ian hesitates for a moment, then heads toward the source of the sound. Turning the corner, he sees the fountain square of Eastertown ahead. The pool side is crowded with people, and at its center stands a wooden stage as tall as 2 men, guards clad in leather armor, wielding spears and shields, patrol around, occasionally shooing away those who get too close. A muscular man stands at the stage's edge. Why did I say center? Striking a large drum with drumsticks. Dong, dong, dong. The thunderous beats draw in passers-by, captivating their attention. At the stage's center sits a huge cage crammed with people cloaked in tattered robes. Their faces and bodies are concealed, revealing only the iron rings and chains encircling their necks. Is this a slave auction? Ian stops. As an old man dressed in black steps onto the wooden stage, the drumming stops. Ian stares at him for a moment, then his eyes widen. It's him, the black-clad escort from the slave cart. Memories of last night's surreal encounter flood back, and Ian can't help but glance at the cage. Could the owner of that bracelet be in there too? The old man slowly circles the area, giving a slight bow to the crowd. Then he walks to the cage, pulling someone out with a chain and shoving them to the front. People below rise on their toes and crane their necks. With a swift motion, the old man yanks off that person's robe. In that very moment, Ian's heart tightens. But before Ian's eyes stands a short, slender man. His upper torso wobbles as the robe is yanked off, almost causing him to lose his balance. But the old man swiftly tightens the chain, setting him, then the man's head droops weakly. There's no bracelet or patterns on his hands. Ian unconsciously exhales a sigh of relief. He doesn't know why he was tense, or whether he wanted to see the owner of that bracelet again or not. The old man bows to the crowd again, then grabs the man's hair, forcing him to raise his head. Pain distorts the man's face. Esteemed gentlemen, lovely ladies, I'm your devoted servant, the carter, and I'm here to extend my warmest greetings to you all. His name is Oldster. I want my name to be Oldster when I'm old. This is a carefully selected treasure. If it sparks any of your interest, it'd be our greatest honor. Look here, my lords, take them home. For just 20 silver shields, or perhaps a bit more, you can own this slave and his loyalty. Yes, loyalty. They'll serve you with eternal devotion, even their life. You'll be his master, his god. Come now, my lords. Your humble servant here waits, ready to bow in the dirt, in awe of your generosity, your greatness. What's all this crazy talk? Look at him. He's half dead. Won't even last the day, let alone do any work. Ah, my lords, here's the thing. This man hails from the Red Rock clan of the Banished Land. He might be an unfamiliar face around here, but quite common in the capital. Their blood is a treasure. It restores the vigor of youth, erases wrinkles, and lets you relive the thrill of youth again. Isn't that a better deal than getting a brute for manual labor? The man trembles violently at the old man's words. The crowd begins to whisper. Really? Don't lie to us. Heh. Rest assured, my lords, doubt not our sincerity. This offering is guaranteed by my honor and life. The chatter among the people grows louder. Soon someone shouts a starting bid, and another quickly raises it. Amid the old man's coaxing and the crowd's growing excitement, the price climbs through several rounds before settling with a merchant from Eastertown. The old man releases his grip on the man's hair, but the man doesn't lower his head. He stays frozen, staring blankly at the sky. The old man bows to the winning bidder. Thank you for your generosity, my lord. Please accept the deepest respect from your most loyal servant. If you could spare a little kindness, it might extend his service to you. May you enjoy your purchase. The old man claps his hands, and a guard steps forward, taking the chain from him. The man's legs buckle, barely able to stand, and he's half dragged off the stage. The old man turns back to the cage, pulling out the next slave, and the auction continues. Ian witnesses the slave auction, their pain, the old man's cruelty, the crowd's apathy, sicken, sadden, and enrage him. He longs to blame, help, but can't. Ian hates it all, and hates himself too, for being powerless to stop the evil or save a soul. Standing here, he feels his own insignificance and helplessness, overwhelmed by relentless waves of pain and guilt. If gods truly exist and keep watch over us, how could they permit such brutality? Maybe swift departure is the only escape from this overwhelming tide of emotions, but Ian's feet seem rooted to the ground. His gaze shifts to the cage, and a question surfaces in his mind again. Could that person be inside? If they don't show up until the end, then maybe they escaped? It's a wishful thinking, but once hope takes root, it grows wildly. O gods, if you have even a shred of mercy left. Ian's lips move silently in prayer. Even if it's self-deception, he has no choice but to pray to the gods sincerely, hoping that the bracelet's owner doesn't appear at the auction. Every time the old man pulls off a slave's robe, it's like a slow torture for Ian. His heart tightens as the robe is lifted, then relaxes when he confirms it's not that person, only to be immediately consumed by guilt and sorrow for those being auctioned. As the number of slaves dwindles, Ian grows more tense, his fists clenched, his breath quickening. When only one person remains in the cage, Ian's heart races wildly. The drums strike up again. Dong, dong, dong. The crowd, fueled by rounds of bidding, hits a peak of frenzy and excitement. Come on, the next one. The person in the cage slowly rises. Ian's heart hammers as if trying to burst from his chest, the drum beats growing faster. A chain hangs around their neck, and the old man guides them out of the cage. This time, the old man shows unusual patience, neither forcing nor rushing, allowing them to walk to the stage's center at their own pace. The old man steps forward, gripping the robe but doesn't pull it off immediately. The noisy crowd gradually falls silent, holding their breath in anticipation. Dong, 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 dong. A buzzing fills Ian's ears, making it hard to tell if it's his heartbeat or the drums. The final beat strikes like a hammer. The robe lifts. In a flash, something flickers. The metal bracelets rest on pale, delicate wrists. No longer shrouded in darkness or mystery, now glowing faintly in the sunlight. Ian is struck, his mind going blank. It's over. His prayers unanswered. The worst has happened. His gaze is fixed on the bracelets and what lies beneath them. But those white arms bear no patterns. Ian blinks, stunned. Is this not the one? But the bracelets. His thoughts are a tangled web of confusion. Then it hits him. He was so focused on the hands and he never saw the face. His gaze lifts. Later, Ian replayed this moment countless times, but no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't recall what he had seen in that split second. A dream and a shadow merge with his mind's fabric. Perhaps the blinding sunlight and dancing fountain mist coalesce into sudden, solid reality. Her face, eyes, and lips, ash-gray hair framing their striking vividness, outshine the bracelets and markings. Whether she's the one no longer matters, not her identity, but her existence. She stands there, right in front of him. Wow, she's stunning. Dei slips in beside Ian, his voice snapping Ian back to reality. Next to the old man stands a slender girl with gray hair, her robe now discarded. An iron ring and chain hang around her neck. But these cold shackles only enhance her beauty, adding a touch of melancholy and mystery. The girl glances at the crowd, then lowers her eyes. The crowd buzzes with excitement. A stunning beauty from the unclaimed land. Need I say more? My lords, let's proceed. It's like a drop of water hitting boiling oil, with bids pouring in one after another. 200 silver shields. I'll pay 200. They've lost their minds. Starting this high, most folks couldn't save that much in a decade. 200 silver shields once. 300. Oh, we have 3. 350. 500. Back off. She's mine. Holy, these guys are nuts. The girl just stands there, eyes lowered, as if the auction has nothing to do with her. The bids hit 800. 800 silver shields once. Any more bids from our generous patrons? 800 twice. 2,000 silver shields. Our lord offers 2,000. The crowd falls silent for a moment, then whispers ripple through, but no one raises the bid. Upon hearing the word lord, the old man's smile freezes, but he quickly replaces it with a more humble grin, bowing deeply. Thank you, my lord. No gift could be more generous. This fortunate slave is yours now. As your most loyal servant, I present today's finest gift, a token of our deepest respect. We hope you will like her, my lord. Everyone's gaze shifts towards the bidder, and not far from him stands a bulky man with a large head, the very lord of Eastertown. 2,000 silver shields. Bold of him. But I bet he won't pay a single penny. Plenty of people lining up to kiss his boots. The lord's gaze locks onto the girl, his dark purple tongue. He has a dark purple tongue. As if it couldn't get more obscene. Everything. Flicking over his thick lips like he's already tasting her. Look at that beast. I've heard he's got a house full of girls just for him and his twisted, powerful friends to play with. When they're done, they toss the bodies in the wild. Now she's in his hands. Who knows what he'll do to her? Poor girl. If it were me, I'd just end it quick. Better than suffering and still meet the same fate. Ian doesn't want to listen, but his words snake into his ears, poisonous and inescapable. His gaze is fixed on the girl. The wooden stage holds more than just the girl, yet it feels like she's the only one there. She stands alone at the center, as if the world has turned its back on her. This scene tears at Ian's heart. He knows she's just a stranger, a fleeting encounter. He knows nothing about her, and she doesn't know him. He can't save her, can't buy her freedom, even if she cries for help. She's no more pitiful than the other slaves. They're all poor souls, none more deserving of life than the other. Ian understands all this, yet his heart aches anyway. His mind stays clear, but he won't lie to himself about what he feels. This girl is different. The girl, too obedient and fragile to resist, follows the chain-yanking old man with a bowed head. When the overlord seizes her, clipped-winged bird, disheveled hair like ruffled feathers, she vanishes into the carriage in an instant. The crowd lets out disappointed cries. The overlord squeezes his bulky frame into the carriage. The land beast lifts its hooves. The land beast! And the wheels start rolling. The ornate vehicle takes a turn and soon disappears at the end of the street. Ian drops his eyes, refusing to imagine what might happen to the girl. Like Dei always says, this world treats everyone equally and cruelly. Souls that pass by can only struggle on their own, too worn to meddle in each other's fates. He scratches his face, noticing Ian's distress. For once, he doesn't mock his friend. Instead, he places an arm around Ian's shoulder and gives it a reassuring pat. Some things you just can't change. Let's go. They follow the crowd and leave the square. Ian doesn't recall how he left Easter Town, but he remembers Dei's arm shoving him forward, firm, insistent, not letting him look back. The image of the slave girl still fills Ian's mind. He yanks his arm free from his grip and makes his choice. Add to Steam wish list. You too can save a slave girl if you add this game to your wish list. Wow. So if I click here, will it just open the browser? And oh my goodness. Okay. I don't know where to start. Okay, I already talked about the combat. It's actually really challenging and really, really good. I'm surprised by the writing. The writing is very expressive and intense, and there's some... Thank you. You're welcome. There are some areas, I think, where the translation could be a little more up to snuff, but it's still really, really good. Like, I still understand what is going on in the story. Much more of an intense storyline than I was expecting, definitely. And definitely also keeps you wondering, has you wondering what is going to happen to the slave girl, what's going to happen to all the characters. There's, it's kind of dark, gritty storyline, much more than I expected. And it's a very interesting seeming visual novel too. It looks like it's going to be lengthy as well, considering how much is going on. Okay, pure novel experience. Skip battles, dive into the story, and binge read to the finale. This feature will be available upon full release. This is good to know because I think some people might just like visual novels, and the gameplay is challenging enough that it could really get in the way if you're here for the visual novel experience. However, if you're here for the roguelike deck builder style as well, I'm surprised by how much detail and depth there is to it, along with how challenging it actually is, in my view, relative to other games. But anyway, this was a very enthralling experience, I feel. Definitely check this out if you're interested. And thank you so much for being here. Bye.